Let me start with a quick question. Are there any people who are your friends right now that you did not like when you first met them? I just want you to know that that's actually a pretty common thing. In fact, you probably have some friends that didn't like you when they first met you. Maybe it's not that they disliked you, they just didn't understand you. They thought you were strange or stuck up or rude or maybe even annoying. And when they spent time with you, they realized there's more to your story, that you weren't the person that they originally thought that you were. That's what we're talking about in this series, because the reality is there are some topics that we've possibly all had some impressions or opinions about. The way we see things are slightly off, twisted, or just plain wrong. There's more we need to understand. There's more to a story. Today, we're gonna talk about Harry Styles. No, I'm just kidding. But we are gonna talk about a topic that you don't expect to talk about in church. And are you ready? Today, we're gonna talk about porn. Maybe you're surprised I just said that, or maybe you just rolled your eyes because straight up you're like, it's not a big deal. Or maybe you're acting disgusted right now to keep your church image intact. But whether or not you think it's a problem, here's a few things that you should know. You need to refuse to be fooled. Train your brain. When you see the ad or Snapchat, argue with it. Question it. What is this trying to sell me or convince me to do? All of you are adults. You're so smart. You can see through so many things that are fake and manipulative. You have access to those smarts when it comes to porn culture. And I need you to remember that it's everywhere and it wants something from you. It doesn't care about you or what's best for you. It wants to trap you. So you need to be wise, be smart, be careful, and you need to refuse to participate. Create a plan to set yourself up for success before you even reach that trap. Think ahead. What will you do when you come across pornographic content or are tempted to believe the lies of porn culture? It's not something that just affects some of us. This is something that influences all of us. When it comes down to it, porn is sexualized content designed to get a specific response. A lot of people watching porn because they're curious. That's why they start. So it's kind of like sex education. The problem is that porn was never designed to educate you. It was designed to hook you, to make you addicted. It was designed to manipulate you. We're being influenced by something that's teaching us a fake education. So, for example, the verse we're gonna look at today says this. Simple is basically naive. For example, a simple person believes everything they read online. They think every science experiment works like they see it on TikTok. They fall for any prank because they're easily tricked, gullible. They believe anything. We've been naive when it comes to porn. We've believed everything, but hear this. Porn never tells the whole story. Porn doesn't tell you facts like this when you look at it. It wants you to be distracted and addicted. It doesn't want you to have a full, complete life. Consider this. Porn will not make you better at sex. It might actually make you worse because it damages your relationships. Porn will not make sex better for you. It will actually make it less desirable because it doesn't give you a realistic expectation of sex. Porn will not help you understand what sex is like. It will actually confuse you and lead you further away from understanding it. God is 100% a loving God, and there's absolutely nothing loving about pornography. The second part of the verse that we read earlier says this. This means that a person evaluates information carefully so that they don't fall into a trap. A prudent person is basically someone who's wise. A man named Paul wrote a letter that became part of the New Testament. He wrote to a group of people that he loved and cared a lot about. And he said this. When Paul says, be very careful, it's similar to Solomon saying, give thought to your steps. Don't believe everything you hear. Porn never tells the whole story. When you're being manipulated, step the other way. Be prudent, be wise. Get yourself away from something that's so destructive. None of us want to be part of something that manipulates us. We don't want to associate with something that hurts us and others. Be smart. We don't want to be controlled. But porn culture is extremely sneaky, and now that we've named that, we can open our eyes and see it for what it is and step in the other direction. Imagine if we did this. How liberating would it be to move forward without being trapped by something that's so destructive for so many people? We would hurt ourselves and others less, and that's a big deal. Porn never tells the whole story. On the other hand, we have a God who loves us immensely, and out of his love for us, wants good things for us. He wants to see us thrive, not suffer. Porn is hurtful and damaging. God wants better for us. He has given us incredible minds to see through the lies and incredible wills to walk away from such addictions. So choose wisdom. Be proactive. Be willing to have hard conversations. This is worth the fight.